a video review of the Waldorf Astoria Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm Chris, this is Topher, this is special guest Monaco, and this is Yellow Productions. We do travel guides that are fun, informative, and entertaining, and in this video, it's part of our series on Las Vegas. We're going to be telling you everything you need to know if you're considering staying in this hotel, including the common areas of the hotel, what's right around the hotel, and the inside of one of the rooms, the King Room, this one right here. The Waldorf Astoria is located in the city center complex, sort of an interesting situation. You enter here at this ground floor lobby, and then you go up to the real lobby on the 23rd floor. All this lobby has is basically a little desk, a sign, and some elevators. Up on the 23rd floor, there's the check-in desks, there's a tea room, there's a bar, there's a restaurant up there. But being in the city center complex, there's lots of stuff around here. It's right next to the Aria Hotel. You can see Aria right up there. Vidara is just in the back. If you want to do self-parking, the closest self-parking is at Aria, though that's at the Aria rates. All the parking here is valet parking. It's $30 a day for valet parking right in front of the hotel. There's another restaurant if you head down to the 3rd floor. That's the cafe. It's the Zen Cafe. It's a restaurant. This is where you can get breakfast in the morning, particularly if you got the dining credit. There's also a little coffee shop right next to it. They have complimentary coffee and tea in the morning, but they seem to get rid of that by about 10 a.m. The 8th floor is home to the spa, pool, and the fitness center. The pool, it's an outdoor pool, open air on the rooftop. There are 2 pools, the lower pool and the upper pool. The upper pool is adults only. There's also a cafe out here, which I assume would be open in the summertime. The gym is a pretty nice gym, open, airy, with impressive views of the strip down below from the workout equipment. I did not try any of the spa offerings, though I found it interesting there was a Chinese foot spa. And of course, you can get all of your spa gifts at the little spa gift shop. This is room 1002, a king room on the 10th floor. Come on in, let me show you around. You pass the closet, you pass the bathroom. We'll check in on those in a little bit. Opens up into the main part of the room. 1 king bed here. This hotel used to be the Mandarin Oriental, and so there's a lot of like Oriental theming in it. A couple interesting lights on the wall, very dark theming. Over here, there's a nice little sofa in the corner, you know, a chase where, you know, I can tell my psychiatrist all of my problems, or perhaps it has a footstool right here. We're on the 10th floor, and so if we come over here, this looks out on the Las Vegas Strip, and what you can see at night is the MGM Grand, the New York, the Park MGM, the Mandalay Bay, all in that direction. That is the south part of the strip. And there's a CVS pharmacy right down below us. Well, just to the other side of that window, there's a desk. I almost wish this desk would face the other way. I mean, I guess you could, like, I guess I could move this chair over to this side, because it seems like if I was working on this desk, I'd want to sit here and look out the window. Some more interesting Oriental type art. I think the Waldorf Astoria has said they're going to remodel the hotel, but this is what the rooms look like right as they took it over. And they took it over about 2 months ago, October, November, something like that. There's a flat panel television. There's some Fiji water that costs $10. I don't think I'll be having any of those. If we come over here and take a look inside this set of stuff, this one's just a drawer. Down here is the in-room mini bar that has lots of fancy things. Some champagne, some champagne, sodas. In here, we have a little box that says complimentary tea and coffee. This is for the tea and coffee in the room. English breakfast, peppermint leaves, steeped coffee, creamers, all in there. And then in this drawer is the little teapot, some cups, and then over here in this little pull-out, there's the various glasses. They hide all this stuff away. And then the other part of the mini bar, all of the dried goods are right here. Now, if we look over this way, so you can actually see the bathroom through here, and this is really kind of interesting. And I'm like, that's strange. And this slides to kind of close that up. And then it's also funny that it reveals this little piece of artwork underneath that. But I think it'll be more interesting to leave this open as we go into the bathroom. So let's head into the bathroom this way. I'll show it to you. This wall on this side, it's kind of see-through, but not as see-through as the other side. You can't really, you just see like shadows and things like that through here. So the first thing you'll notice in the bathroom is the big soaking tub. It has a big soaking tub that also has a shower on it. One of the things I think is cool, there's this little dish right here. It looks like you might eat out of this or something like that, but what is it? It's the bath salts with the little spoon to spoon the bath salts into the bathtub. And the soaps and everything in the room is Salvatore Ferragamo soaps. Oh, that smells pretty good. All right, there's a big sink in the room. There's two big sinks in the room, and there's a little stool over here that you could sit on if you were doing makeup. There's this extra mirror, and in this drawer, there's a hairdryer. But something I've actually never seen in a hotel before. In this silver case, there is a Conair curling iron. Very interesting. Other parts of the bathroom to take a look at. Over here is the in-room toilet behind this little translucent door. Just normal toilet, nothing to speak of. I would expect like a fancy Toto toilet or something. Maybe when they do the remodel, they'll listen to that. And here is the shower. It's a big walk-in shower. It has a fixed head up on top. It also has a handheld unit down here. There's no rain head on the top, just a light, and then it also has the Salvatore Ferragamo body wash and things like that. Okay, the final part of the room I'm going to show you is the closet, so follow me as we go this way back to the beginning. I will point out here, this room has a copious amount of light switches. There's so many lights and so many things to turn on. I think to turn on all the lights in the room, we had to flip like 10 switches or buttons, and it wasn't obvious what all of them do. I won't touch it because I don't want to turn all the lights off. Okay, the first notable closet that I want to point out is this thing. It's the valet closet. What's the valet closet? Well, you can open it from inside, and they can open it from outside. You'll notice there's one hook in here, so that if they were going to put like your dry cleaning or your newspaper, they'd put it in from the outside, then you can get it in from here. Up here, ooh, there's a gift box. What's in the gift box? What do you think? What do you think is in here? No, really, what do you think is in here? I want to know. I'm going to show you what's in here, but leave me a comment below and tell me what you think or what you thought was in this box. Well, it is a pillow. That's where they hide the extra pillow in the room. I've never had a pillow in a fancy box like that. That's kind of cute. What else is in these drawers? These drawers are empty. This drawer has the safe. Oh, down here was the iron, and interesting, it comes with a bottle of water so that you can put not tap water but fancy purified water in the iron. And then finally there's the other big portion of the closet where you can hang all the stuff. They give you a couple slippers and this little box to let you know that they have complimentary shoe shine service. Try to say that 3 times fast. And they got a little brush, and this is a fancy thing to, you know, put your shoes on with, black leather. That's it. That's the room. Wait, not so fast. I did miss one thing. Topher stopped me. In the bathroom, there's some bamboo. Okay, Topher, do you know what time it is?
It's Topher review time.
It's time to review the hotel, and we review hotels on a scale of 1 to 5 Tophers. So Tophers, how many Tophers does this hotel get?
4 Tophers.
It gets 4 Tophers. All right, so let's talk about why it got 4 Tophers. We'll talk about the pros and the cons and why it didn't get 5 Tophers. But first of all, just for a number, it's currently 4 Tophers. It might be going to 4.5 because the Waldorf Astoria is planning to do a full property remodel within the next couple years, and so that might bring it up a little bit, but right now it's 4 Tophers. But we'll start with the pros. The pros, it's a great location in the city center complex. It's right on the strip. The rooms are big and comfortable. I could live in this room for a long time because there's a lot of space, sofa, desk, bed. The bathroom is big, you know, separate bathtub, separate shower, big closet. The room was quiet. The air conditioning was cold. The views are great. The service was great. I also like that it's a non-gaming and non-smoking property, so you don't have to walk through smoke. You walk right into the lobby and you're just to your room pretty quickly. I mean, you do have to take those 2 elevators, right? You take one up to the lobby and then one to your room, but that's still a lot faster than schlepping through the casinos of most Las Vegas Strip hotels. Other pros, being right in the Strip, there's a CVS right out front, so you can get all your necessities from CVS. You don't have to buy them from some overpriced hotel gift shop. So, on to the cons. The cons, why didn't it get 5 Tovers? Well, first of all, this hotel being built in 2009, everything looks pretty original from 2009, and while it doesn't look awful, there are some things that are starting to get tired. The wood is starting to get nicked. There's cracks and things like that. The mini bar in our room actually wasn't cold. I think the refrigerator doesn't work. So the property is starting to show some of its age. As I say, with that property remodel, I think that will be helped. The breakfast situation, Hilton Gold and above members get a $50 dining credit per day, which is good for maybe 1 person, but not for 2 people. The prices in the restaurant are much higher than that. I would love to see some sort of an executive lounge, concierge lounge, or just a benefit that says breakfast for 2 people. I would prefer that as opposed to this dining credit, which you'll often end up just breaking the bank and breaking the budget. And Topher, he really likes nice bedding, and it's an okay comforter, but I would expect a nicer comforter. 3 nights ago, we were in the Nomad Hotel, and that one had a fabulous comforter on the bed, so we'd look for a better comforter. We'd look for more bathroom amenities, things like toothbrushes, toothpaste, mouthwash. Maybe those are all things you can request, but typically at hotels that get 4.5 or 5 Tovers, all those things are just right there. Also, the toilet. There's no, like, for a hotel that tonight is going for $700 tonight. We are 2 days before New Year's Eve, but it's $700 tonight. We'd expect like a fancier toilet, maybe like a Toto toilet, those sorts of things. And people always ask, so Chris, how much did you pay for this hotel? We booked it on Hilton Honors Points. It was 80,000 Hilton Honors Points. I mentioned that it was going for $700 tonight, but you can find this hotel as low as $200 in the low season, but you know, if you look on New Year's Eve, it's $1,000, so it ranges quite a bit. And so depending upon when you're coming, you know, if you find this hotel in the $200 to $300 a night range, I think it's a pretty reasonable place to stay. $700, $800, $1,000, we would expect just a little bit more. Well, hey, we hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely consider this if you're staying on the Strip and you find it for cheap. If you're coming to Vegas, you might enjoy some more of our Las Vegas videos. Maybe review of that Nomad Hotel that I just mentioned, which is the Park MGM. That's a new hotel as well. Or we've got a video on the 5 best luxury hotels on the Las Vegas Strip. You can check that out. Click it right here. Find the link in the description below. Well, we won't say goodbye because we'll see you in the next video.
See you soon.